Welcome. It's Tuesday. We're excited to have you for our second day of our Leaders Challenges, and we will be discussing your why and mindset today. Two very, very important pieces of being a successful leader here with Lemongrass Spa. So let's start with your why. And I want you to think about if you have made becoming a director or higher within Lemongrass a goal of yours and you have worked for it. Why did you create that goal? What about it made you want to be here? And maybe you didn't set that as a goal. Maybe you were an accidental leader. But why do you want to stay? What's important for you to stay here if you just ended up being a rock star and you were a leader and you're like, whoa, this is so cool. Now I'm a leader. So you just need to figure out why that is important to you. Your why is different than your what. And I have a really cool video I'm going to share with you here later on today. And that is a really fun visual for you to see the difference between your why and your what. Your what you do is driving you towards your why. So some examples of some why for myself. I started work my business because I needed to pay for, I forgot to start my 15-minute timer from Tara's tip. So got that going. But I needed to work my business to be able to pay for my children to go to our private school. That's still my why. We currently have 3 children in the private school. And in addition to that, we have now been able to allow our kids to do some other activities, some that were more expensive that we couldn't even consider before, like Taekwondo. We have one in theater class. We have dance, tumble, piano lessons, one in college. They're all over the place. So we're able to allow our kids to do some of those things that we couldn't without the Lemongrass Spa income. So that the income piece is a huge part of my why at this point, but there are other reasons. Loving on women and sharing my faith are 2 other very passionate reasons for me for my why. And so I just really want you to dig for that. So what I do strives me toward my why. I need the income, so I'm going to do things. What I'm going to do is going to push me toward my why. I want to, my why is to share my faith and to inspire and serve and love on women. So what I choose to do serves that why. And so I will be sharing a video link with you a little bit later, and that is just it's a fun video that you'll enjoy seeing, that helps you understand the difference between the 2. So knowing your why is important because it isn't always going to be easy. And you need to remember your why for when it gets hard. There's going to be months that are harder than others. And to stay encouraged, you need to know that why so that you can go back to that and dig for that and say, this is why I keep doing it. There is nothing different from the current leaders to those who are just learning to be leaders, who have goals to become leaders. We're all the same. We're people, we're humans, and we have the same feelings and struggles and craziness within life. And it's just those of us who don't forget our whys and who dig deep for that and remember why we're here, and we keep going and we keep going. So that is really important for your why. That's why you want to find it, because if you don't have a why that you're here, you probably won't stay, because there will come sometimes life will happen that that are reasons that are not part of your why, and they drag you away. So part of your assignment today is to hop on Facebook Live and share just a 2 or 3 minute video of your why you are a leader with Lemongrass Spa. So that is homework assignment number 1. Then now we're going to talk about mindset. This is a huge piece. What you think about, you bring about. What you focus on expands. So if you think no one wants to have a party, no one wants to join my team, I don't know how I'm going to stay a leader, my team doesn't work. If you are constantly filling your head with that kind of stuff, then that's what's going to be your reality. You need to focus on positive things. For me, I truly believe in my heart, why would someone not want to host a Lemongrass Spa party? They're fun, our products are great price, they work well, they feel amazing, they smell amazing. There's to me, it baffles my mind as to why someone wouldn't want to have a party and earn free product. So I go into parties with, of course I'm going to book parties, because who doesn't want to have a Lemongrass Spa party? Of course people want to join my team. We have a really fun team. We have a fun atmosphere. They can earn an income. They can meet other women. They can fulfill their why to be here. So of course people want to join my team. And I put that out there and just assume that people want that, because they do. People do love lemongrass, and they want to be here, and they love being here. So I keep that really positive mindset. And if that means you have to put some quotes up, sometimes you have some stinking thinking that goes on in your brain, and you just have to replace it with something positive. So, maybe you are comparing yourself. We talked about comparing yourself yesterday a little bit, or I did in my video. And maybe you are comparing yourself and you have some unfair things going on. So you're going to replace those thoughts with some truths and tell yourself those. And maybe it is, maybe you don't quite believe it yet, but you're still going to say those positive affirmations to yourself. So maybe you are struggling to get bookings, and so you don't have the right thinking with that. You're going to start telling yourself, everybody wants to book for me. Everyone must have a party with me. And you're going to tell yourself that until you believe it. And you're going to go in assuming that until you believe it, and make that a priority. It's writing it, it's seeing it, it's getting it in front of you, just like a goal poster. So without that mindset, you can just really fall off the ledge. So you got to keep it positive. Again, sometimes life is hard. Sometimes your business goes through a little lull or something, and you just have to keep that positive, exciting mindset going for you and your team. So you want to teach your team to think that way too, and to have a positive outlook and mindset on that. I think we're going to be done really early, so I'm really excited about this. One of my favorite quotes is, you cannot have $1 million dream with a minimum wage worth ethic. So I have to remember, if I want to earn that money for my children to do those things, I need to have the work ethic for that as well. And so that helps me think, I'm doing the right things. I want to focus on the things that I need to focus on, those income producing activities, and it helps me stay focused. So I keep that. I read that right from my wall there. And also there's, I said them already. I'm like, I don't know if I remember it. What you focus on expands, and what you think about, you bring about. And my absolute favorite is, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. That's a Henry Ford. And that is one of my favorites. And I teach that to my children when they say, I can't. My daughter's learning gymnastics and she cannot seem to get the back bend very easily for her. And she cries and she says, I can't do it. And I say, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Of course, at 5, I have to explain to her what that means. But I say that to my children all the time, because I want them to know it starts here. It starts right here. You want to be a leader? You need to know you can be a leader. You need to believe you can be a leader. You need to believe that people want to be on your team. You need to believe you're fun. And if you're not fun, you better figure out how to be fun so people want to be on your team. And have that positive inspiration. No one wants to be around Debbie Downer all the time. So have that positive, inspirational attitude. You might have to fake it till you make it, but you have that positive attitude with your team as you're building that team up, and you be the example to them of having that positive attitude and mindset as you grow your team. So your second homework assignment is to, in your team page, I want you to post an inspirational quote for your team today. So thank you guys. I look forward to seeing your homework, and you have a super day.